So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Completes this one to Chase. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's 2nd and 5. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Let's go now.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throwing off the play fake here. Got it, man. It's Marvin Mims. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's good for a first down on the completion by the Auburn rookie.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He's on the move. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
They're throwing it. Mims with the grab. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, set.
He's going to throw this one. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Pass play coming here. And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Irving here from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3rd and just 2 to go. They kick the running back in motion. So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. And the Patriots in the nickel for this 3rd down call. Williams will look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Working from the gun, Williams. He's got it to his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs. Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Irving on the inside give. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Stopped by Grady Jarrett. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. Neither side separating much so far. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Irving can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Right back to Irving now. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is. But after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Williams. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and goal. The decision is to take the 3. Out comes the field goal unit for this try. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Connects with Johnson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after him.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Makes the grab in bounds, left side. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. He'll throw it yet again. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. He's dropping back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Come on, set. Go.
Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. He finds him beyond the marker. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on fourth.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on. It turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Room inside the 10. And he's finally brought down at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Here we go, set.
And they send a man in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. It's the Patriots with second and 6.
Here we go.
Looking to the air here. And he will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Patriots drive their lead to 11. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Go.
Out of the pistol, Williams. That's taken in by Bell. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Dallas Turner there to bring him down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
This one finds Goddard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That goes for 36 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up. Once again, Irving. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Catch is made in close. In, touchdown, Buffalo. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Ready? Check, 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 check. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hunt.
To throw here on 1st down. Complete out to the right. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jarvis Brownlee there to make that play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready? Mustang 19. 19 Lion. Go.
From the 34. Finds Chase on the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Seven Pirates. Trap 60. Come 19.
He'll look to throw. Complete to Mims. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a New England 1st down. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. With only 3 seconds remaining, they're going to bring out that field goal unit. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Moody knocks it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the give to Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Let's go.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Williams set to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. The Bills with a punt team out there. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
Throwing it to start this drive. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face second down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Throwing now off play action. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Third and long for him here. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Looking to throw. That's cut beyond the mark Tucker. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. The right call came in at the right time, give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
This throw is cut. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Set up.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Go.
Back to the well again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots push their lead further to start the half. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Patriots double their lead to 14. To kick it away. Here's Moody. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. First down throw by Williams. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Patriots get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
From midfield now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Let's go. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
They'll run it from the gun. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Hassan Reddick cleaning up that play.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. The throw left side finds Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go, set. Ready.
From the red zone now. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Go! Go!
Dropping back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. Touchdown, New England! He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots stretch their lead to 21. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, this is Irving. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Patriots will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
First and 10 from the 41. Throwing off the play fake here. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing all the way to the end zone. Big gain downfield. And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.